Our next bout is going to be for our vacant lightweight title. Introducing first, he's joining us from Silvis, Illinois, Andrew DeWulf.
We have Andrew DeWulf coming out of guillotine choke in the first round against Austin Dietrich, and 2 wins before that. So let's hear what the Team Evolution fighter has to say about himself.
I am Andrew the Kid DeWulf. I train with Spencer Fisher and Team Evolution, with many other great amateur fighters. I feel real comfortable with my wrestling style, but I love throwing those big right hands every once in a while. Monday and Wednesdays are kickboxing and MMA. We usually do pads, a little bit of sparring. We'll mix it up with some takedowns and sparring too. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays we do jiu-jitsu and some wrestling. And every once in a while we mix it up between in there. And then on the off days, it's all on my own, just running, and get some workouts in on my own. My biggest inspiration would be my mom and my family. She doesn't have the greatest health, and she keeps fighting, so I keep on fighting with her. I'd like to thank my fans and supporters, Cage Aggressions, and Double D's Bully Style Pits for sticking with me, and all my friends and family and teammates for helping me this whole time. And I want to say to David Harris, I don't really like you. I don't think you really like me. Give it my all, you give it your all, and hope the best man wins.
Andrew the Kid DeWulf there with some big words. He doesn't like David Harris.
Well, originally this fight was supposed to be between David Harris and Rafael Basaldua, and for some reason David DeWulf took this fight a couple of days notice here. So we'll see how he does against David Harris. He seems pretty confident, and he's a pretty well-experienced fighter, pretty well-rounded, has a lot of fights under his belt.
Yeah, and he comes out of a tough camp there. He's got a belt with another promotion. Again, a very tough fighter. He's been fighting for 2 years, and he's done very well for himself.
He goes back and forth fighting from 155 to 170.
And there he is, Royce Arnold.
Joe Pearson in his corner, and the Prince Anthony Nachi.
Kid DeWulf.
I mean, this guy is fighting almost every weekend.
He's just one of those guys that will take any fight any day.
Very experienced.
So, and he loves to throw some hard rights too. That's what he says. So, something that Harris will have to watch out for.
And his opponent joining us from Knoxville, Illinois. Please welcome David Harris.
David Sugar Buns Harris. I gotta admit, I have a hard time referring to another guy as Sugar Buns. I liked his nickname before, the Hammer.
Well, let's see what he has to say.
I really wonder why he changed it, but he likes it, and he's always entertaining.
I'm David Sugar Buns Harris. I train at Central Illinois Combat Club. We do a lot of cardio, sparring, grappling, wrestling. My biggest inspiration is my mother. I love you. If I could fight anybody in the cage, it would be my coach, Bob Long, for kicking my ass every day. To my fans and supporters, I'd like to say thank you, appreciate everything. I'm gonna win this. It's my opponent. I hope you've been working on your stand-up, son.
There you have it. David Sugar Buns Harris fighting out of Central Illinois Combat Club. He's a current 155-pound ECR champion, and this is for the title. So he's putting his title on the line. He just defended his belt in a 5-round war, and that was less than 2 months ago, and he won the split decision. He's back again defending against one of Spencer Fisher's guys. And David is actually 8-0. He is undefeated. And yeah, when he was asked to take the fight, he was originally going to fight Rafael Basaldua, a very tough fighter as well. Now he's defending his title against the kid, Andrew DeWulf. Now in his last fight at Caged Aggression 3, he was coming off of a fight where he had his orbital broken. He came out of a devastating injury, and just you could tell that once he started getting punched in that eye, that it affected him. He just didn't want anything to do with it. He kind of ran off a few times, kind of didn't want to stand there and just go at it. But he came back with the win in the decision. It was a very, very close fight. It was a tough decision, but he won it. And here he is again, always entertaining, very tough fighter.
We know he's got the cardio to go in there for 3 rounds.
That's right. I mean, in the last Caged Aggression, it was 5 3-minute rounds, and he won all 5 rounds.
Let's see what he brings here against the kid.
Let's go to the official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our co-main event of the evening, and it's for the ECR Lightweight Championship. This fight scheduled for 3 rounds. Introducing first the challenger, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighed in at 156 pounds. He trains with Team Evolution and is sponsored by Caged Aggression, Double D Bully Style Pits, and is your QCCA 155 champ. Joining us from Silvis, Illinois, Andrew the Kid DeWulf. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighed in at 156 pounds. He trains with the Central Illinois Combat Club and Blue Line Fighting Systems. He's sponsored by Dagan Construction, Mobile Audio Video, Sparky's Auto and Customs, and Extreme Cage Rentals. Joining us from Knoxville, Illinois, he's your ECR Lightweight Champion, David Sugar Balls Harris!
All right, and here we are, the co-main event.
Andrew throws a wild right, missing. Trying to go for a takedown. And gets that single leg takedown. Going into a side control. Harry's doing a good job putting him back in his half guard. Andrew trying to pop out of the half guard. Unsuccessful. Keeping David Harris really close to him. Looks like the kid is going for some type of choke there, but he really has to pass that half guard for it to be effective. Here we go. See Andrew there trying to pass that half guard again. Unsuccessful.
Sugar Buns doing a good job at controlling him and minimizing the damage. DeWulf puts a forearm to David's neck.
And Harris puts him back in full guard. Nicely done by Harris. Always dangerous to be in somebody's guard for a long time. The kid here is punishing the body of Harris.
Harris has the back of DeWulf's head.
Keeping it close to him. The kid trying to land some hammer fists. Again, the kid working on punching Harris. He needs to work on passing that guard. Harris working for submission there. He has an arm. He gets an arm.
That's it. David Sugar Buns Harris comes out with a nice armbar. He had his back to the mat and just gets that armbar. Look for the opportunity. Great jiu-jitsu there
by Harris. Very good jiu-jitsu. Again, Andrew DeWulf pays the price for laying in somebody's guard.
Just a small mistake. David Harris was able to capitalize on it and gets the submission. Big win. Again, defending his title, still undefeated, David Sugar Buns Harris.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mike Smith, has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 26 seconds into round one, declaring your winner by submission due to armbar, David Sugar Buns Harris!
There you go, Sugar Bun Harris.
Nicely done.
David pulls it off again. There he poses with his title, defended it successfully again with Mike Goodwin.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your current reigning lightweight champion, David Sugar Buns Harris. David, tell me, man, your second consecutive title defense. Came in, fought a tough opponent, Andrew DeWulf, definitely the local hands-down favorite here. Describe exactly how you're feeling right now, man.
Happy. DeWulf's definitely out of talk.
Definitely, this is the first time for me, ladies and gentlemen. I've never seen this man at a loss for words right now. Maybe you can describe something for us here. This guy used to be known as the Hammer, now it's Sugar Buns. You gotta tell us where that came from.
From my coach Bob, that's why I want to fight him when I go pro.
Any particular reason, or you just want to keep that kind of quiet?
Kind of quiet.
All right, man, well, I'll tell you what. I want to know if I left anything else out, anyone you want to thank, anything that you just want to mention right now, man. I know you're a mix of emotions.
I want to thank my coach, Logan, Wyckoff for choking me out every day, Brittany for letting me use her car to get the training. I love you. Knoxville, baby!
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for your reigning ECR lightweight champion, David Sugar Buns Harris.